Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Random Genetics Challenge! Here in the LaBARKatory, where we are finally stepping into the first snows of the year and getting ready for some very special mixing and matching of genes based off of the animals that we find in Red Lantern! Oh my gosh, I am so glad you guys have been enjoying Red Lantern, the absolutely fantastic adventure of a musher who is headed out into the Alaskan wilderness for the first time with her sled dog team, because it has been so much fun. I have fallen completely in love with the pups on our sled dog team. It really is very reminiscent of our other sled dog team in the wonderful sled dog saga. How many of you guys remember our oh so precious Mary? I think she was even born on Christmas. How freaking sweet is that? But I have loved that adventure so much that when Snowy Escapes comes out later next week, we are definitely going to be recreating the musher however we think she looks, and we are going to be recreating Chomper and Iggy in order to have their pups. And if you don't know who Chomper and Iggy are, definitely check out the Red Lantern series because it has been so freaking delightful to go on, and it has given us some really surprising discoveries, like an albino moose. I hope that you guys have been admiring this moose while I have been reminiscing about our Red Lantern adventures, because it is amazing! Once again, this fantastic creature is made possible due to the hard work and efforts of Kalino. With all of her amazing custom content, she's actually been doing a lot of streams over on Twitch lately, showing off how she makes her custom content and her beautiful room and house builds. So definitely check those out if you guys haven't seen them. And I do hope you guys enjoy this moose. Look at this. Look at this. We have got the giant antlers. We have got the moosey nose. We have got the little moose hooves. And we've even got a little bit of snow, a decorative snow overlay, again, made by Kalino, that is just scattered over the top of the moose, which I love. And this is Flower, the albino moose who has stepped forth out of the Alaskan wilderness in order to meet one of our sled dogs. And ta-da! Here we go, we have Shadow. So Shadow is not one of our sled dogs that we have in the Red Lantern, but is definitely based heavily off of, do you guys know which one? This one? I almost said Barkley. It's not Barkley. Oh heck, it's not Finn! Dang it! No, look, I love all of my dogs. I know many people are going to be yelling in the comments, Berkeley! There we go. Pretty sure it's Berkeley. Having Berkeley and Barkley can be kind of confusing. Come on now, friends. And anyway, this isn't Berkeley, but we're going to say this is like a sibling of his named Shadow. So Shadow the sled dog is hanging out around the cabin that we have set in the beautiful remote Alaskan wilderness, wearing her absolutely adorable little booties to keep her feet nice and warm, also made by the wonderful Kalino. And as she is out and about, she happens to spy, or he, pardon me, sorry, but he, pardon me, happens to spy a wonderful sight in the distance. It is a glitter of white, and it almost looks like moving snow, like a figure of snow just moving in the distance. So he puts his nose up into the air and sets off on a very fast little trot. And after wandering through many valleys and fields, across many frozen tundras, he ends up bumping into Flower, who we're going to say is actually enjoying her time at a natural hot spring, nibbling daintily on the edges of the still growing grass and, of course, her favorite flowers, which is how she got her name. But alright, so that is what we're going to go ahead and do, and we're going to say that Flower, even though she is a female moose, has the horns. I just realized, okay, here, you know what, I got things all mixed up from the beginning, so we're going to just swap things around a little bit. Shadow's now the girl, Flower's the boy. You know, he loves eating flowers, he has no problem being named Flower. I mean, he's a freaking albino moose, it's all cool. Alright, and there, I think we managed to straighten out their story, even though I kind of mangled it a little bit. That's fine. I make those up literally as we're doing this and talking, so sometimes they're smooth and sometimes I stumble. In any case, at the hot springs, tucked away in a little valley that still has warmth and still has quite a few patches of growing grass and flowers, Shadow enters the arbor made out of pine trees that arcs overhead and finds Flower. And at first the two are wary of one another, but as time goes on, there seems to be a magic in this hot spring, and as they return again and again to meet one another, then eventually a bond begins to form, and as spring rolls around, that bond is going to turn into a litter of albino moose and husky puppies! Alright, so let's go ahead and get this going. As usual, all of the babies who are going to be born are going to be named after you guys. So do leave comments if you guys would like to suggest more crossbreeds that we could have in the future, and if you guys would like to have a chance of becoming one of these very mysterious little babies. So alright, we're gonna have the puppies, and when they grow up, we're going to roll the dice of destiny and see if they are going to inherit the horns or the hooves. Those are the only two things that they would really inherit from the moose, other than like all of the other layouts. And I guess we could see if they like to wear booties. If they don't get hooves, they get to have booties. How about that? All right, you guys ready? Spring rolls around and everyone begins to think about the glory and the wonder of new life. And we're gonna go ahead and have Flower mix his genes with Shadow's and a litter of oh, you're so cute! Of little moose husky puppies! Okay, so this is actually going to be Wolf after Amy Wolfsong. Amy, I'm so happy to see you. You have been part of our community for so freaking long. So here is little Wolf, and you, my friend, are going to be loyal, a glutton, and active. That sounds delightful. I also love how Wolf already has 2 colored eyes. And we've also got a really intense and really awesome pattern. I'm very intrigued to see how that pattern looks. And if you end up with the horns, or excuse me, if you end up with the antlers or the hooves when you grow up. All right, let's go ahead and have another little pup. Very excited about this. Let me pull up the name so that we are ready to go. All right, and next up we're gonna have Cinder! Look at you! Look at those bright, brilliant blue eyes. Oh, that's so cute. So this is going to be little Cinder. Welcome, Cinder. And you cannot give milk, Cinder, so we're gonna roll again. You can be jumpy, friendly, and a glutton. So it seems like we have a lot of very hungry babies so far. I wonder if they just kind of act like a herd of goats mowing down all of the grass as they go about, or if they need like dog food. Can you imagine like Shadow dragging back something from her owner's cabin to feed the babies? Like stealing a whole big giant thing of like fish or something that would be on a drying rack and dragging it back because she has gluttonous, hungry moose pups who are going to be huge. That's adorable. I love the idea that she steals food for her babies. Just a little. Just to help. All right, let's go ahead and, oh, look at that cute little puppy. Let's grab the newest addition. Look at those ears. Oh, you're so precious. Oh my gosh, and that snout is so unique. I'm really hopeful. I'm rubbing my hands together with excitement here that we're gonna get a very interesting baby off this one. And this is going to be TLK. Welcome, TLK. You are also jumpy. You are also loyal. You've got some good husky bits in there, I think, and aggressive. So maybe you defend the little hot spring valley that we have with all of this delicious food that grows in winter. Excellent, excellent. We've got great, oh, look at this. We've got great coloration on all of these pups so far. We're gonna have quite a variety. All right, let's go ahead. We are going to mix Shadow and Flower, and now we have Wagner. So now this is gonna be Wagner after Ava Wagner. There we go. And little Wagner, aka Wags, which I love that idea that, you know, he goes by Wags. He's also, is this a different color? They're all different colors so far. Yes! Sometimes that never happens with our genetic experiments. And also jumpy, loyal, and smart. Huh. We have a lot of like, can you just imagine all of these little moose husky pups kind of boing, 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 jumping about like silly little sheep as they grow up and play? That is so cute. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the next one. I gotta grab one of your guys' names. I'm so excited. And then this is going to be, oh, you're cute too. Oh my gosh, we've got such great colors on everyone. This is actually going to be Bex. Welcome, Bex. Oh, you're precious. All right, you are also smart and you're friendly and stubborn. So our first stubborn one. Oh my gosh, is that another different coloration? I think it is. Oh my gosh, we have like a whole, like every single one of these puppies is a different color. Maybe it's because Flower spends all their time eating flowers. We've got like a little bit of almost unicorn luck there. All right, and is this the final puppy? I do believe it is. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mix and match these genes. Ooh, okay. We've got some Christmas eyes going on there, red and green. And this is actually going to be Maya. I think she's the only little girl. Whoops. There we go. There we go. All right, Maya, welcome, welcome. And Maya is going to be hairy, active, and adventurous. So Maya might actually set out to make her own territory. But all right, while we have proud Mama Shadow and proud Papa Flower watching over their bouncing, extremely hungry, very loyal, somewhat smart and adventurous little litter of husky moose pups, let's go ahead and grow them up and see if we're going to inherit those big, beautiful antlers or the hooves. Wolf, you're up first. Okay. Wolf, I see a lot of husky in you. We're gonna go ahead and swap out your tail so it is not dragon tail. That one just tends to inherit. You've got a little teethy tail. Look at his fur. His fur is actually kind of tight and curly, which is pretty fun. And let's go ahead and see. Oh, and Wolf actually does inherit both. So Wolf is going to have, here we go, the moose antlers. Wow, those are huge. Whoa! Look at how that changed his face. Okay, that's amazing. And then we're gonna have the hooves. Wow, look at his eyes. Like his eyes set with the antlers on top. Okay, that's really cool looking. Wolf, you are really awesome. Okay, we're gonna, like, I think as a glutton, you're going to just be like tearing through any of the little berry trees. Do you have bigger antlers than your dad somehow? It almost seems like you do. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, let's go ahead and see what Cinder is gonna be. Cinder, look at your precious little face. Oh, I love you. I love the colorations and everything that we've got too. All right, rolling the dice of destiny. Oh, Cinder, look at that. Oh, look at his little stub tail. All right, so Cinder actually does have the moose antlers as well. So we'll go ahead and give those to Cinder. How'd that change your face, buddy? Okay, all right. A little bit more concerning, but you look freaking adorable still. I really like you. I love the colors too and the cute little tail. All right, and Cinder did not inherit the hooves, but what about TLK? TLK? Why are you kind of mouse-like? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, look at the little tummy. Like a rabbit. TLK, you're like a rabbit. Oh my gosh. You guys, should we try to crossbreed a jackalope? Because this definitely reminds me of a jackalope. All right, there we go. We did get the antlers and we got the hooves on TLK. So let's see how that looks all together. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's just, this is truly like kind of like a chubby little jackalope to me, except it's gonna be moose-sized. This is the kind of randomness that I hope for when we do our random pets genetics challenges. Something that you never would have made on your own and really stands out in its just unique awesomeness. All right, this is cool, this is cool. Wagner, you're up next. I love your colors and your two colored eyes. Oh, look at that face. Oh, Wagner, you're precious. And the little tiny tail. Oh, that's like a precious husky puppy ready to go. Or at least he would be if he also didn't inherit. We've got so many antlered husky moose pups right now. So we also inherited the antlers and we inherited the hooves. Oh my gosh. I love this. Look at these moose. I love TLK's face too. For some reason, I'm just really cracking up about that. All right, Bex, you're up next. Bex, you're precious. Oh my goodness, a little smaller. I can't believe this either. Okay, actually the antlers again. We actually inherited the antlers again. Every single one of the boys got the antlers, which is just amazing. I don't know if we've ever had a roll that was quite that like pushed. There we go. And look at little Bex. Okay. Look at all these guys. Look at them. they're very enchanting. Like I would, you know, maybe you could, can you ride a moose? Can you tame a moose if they have husky genes enough to ride them around? Because I'm kind of tempted on these guys. They're really cool. All right, and finally we have little Maya. Maya, let's go ahead and change your tail first thing, because you don't need a dragon tail mixed in. Maya. Maya, wow. How did you do that? And she didn't inherit either the antlers or the hooves. Maya. You look like someone started to draw the dog head, and then you know when they're like you're first drawing something and you make the proportions all wrong. You draw the dog head really well, and then you're like and then legs and a body, I guess. Maya, I love your colors. I have to say that I think you definitely stand out as a, what is that? I'm kind of curious. What would she look like with the antlers? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there they are. She would look more equine if she did have the antlers and that face, but she actually has a puppy face and she's really cute in her own way. All right, guys, so this is what we get, a huge variety, shockingly enough. I love Cinder. Cinder looks like Cinder needs to start pulling a sleigh, don't they? Or like escorting Jack Frost on some sort of wonderful mythical adventure. But all right, we've got to review Wolf, Cinder, TLK, Wagner, Bex, and Maya! And I would love to know which one was your guys' favorite from this round. I'm really tickled with this mix. And oh yeah, Maya, you get the booties! Because everybody else had something. So we'll go ahead and we'll give Maya some cute booties. There we go. So all right, keep those comments coming, you guys, so that you can have a chance at becoming one of our Random Pets Genetics Challenge members. And of course, keep those suggestions coming so that we can mix and match some new genes next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our wonderful little Moose Husky team. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious. Bye-bye.